Hi everyone, this is Jocelyn Fox from Laurel Mountain Soaps. I wanted to come on today and talk to you about calendula. Calendula is an orange flower that comes from the marigold family. It has properties that make it anti-inflammatory, antiviral, antifungal, antimicrobial, and astringent. We love calendula. We use it in our calendula soap, our calendula salve, and our new diaper balm. So when we're talking about calendula, I want to give you some of the properties of it first, and then we'll talk about the soap, the salve, and the balm. First off, calendula has a sticky resin with it that has many antifungal properties to it. So with those properties come the antibacterial, the antifungal, the anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial as well. It promotes cell repair and growth of new cells. The flower is the antiseptic and anti-inflammatory part of the plant, and it helps to keep infections at bay. Calendula has been used historically to treat wounds in war times. There were times back in the World Wars where they did not have the antibiotics at the field hospitals, and when the soldiers would come in, they couldn't give them anything, and there were doctors there that knew of those properties of calendula that they could use on those wounded warriors. So they would pack the wounds with the calendula flowers, and then they'd be able to send them off to another hospital. And by the time they got to the hospital that had all the medicines and things that they wanted to use, they would see that those wounds weren't infected like the other wounds that weren't packed. They could see that some of them were beginning the healing process, and they could see that the infections were greatly reduced by doing that. One of the doctors back in that time was noted as saying, "Ah, calendula, my old friend." So, as well as using it to treat the wounds, the cuts, the abrasions, the sores, those kind of things, we can also use it to treat bruises, burns, skin ulcers, skin infections, and rashes. It's a wonderful, wonderful plant for all these things. Calendula is potent and it's very soothing and gentle. That makes it great for using on sensitive skin like the baby and the baby's bottom, or even somebody that is elderly and has very delicate skin. One of the most popular herbs in treating cradle cap historically has been calendula. It's great for cradle cap. It's great for diaper rash and other skin irritations. So a little bit of the calendula salve for the cradle cap on your baby's head can be a wonderful benefit for anyone that has a child dealing with that. Calendula is also great as an external wash or a poultice. It has the soothing benefits that whenever it washes the skin, the anti-inflammatory issue, the antifungal, the antimicrobial, and the astringent properties are all in the bar of soap. So when you use the soap, you're getting those benefits, and then the lasting benefits from the soap stay on your skin to help with keeping it uninflamed, with keeping the cell growth and repair continuing on. Calendula is also used sometimes internally. I don't use it that way myself, but it has been known historically and currently in some areas to be used in treating thrush. The calendula tea is used in treating thrush. I don't have any experience, and I would suggest you would talk to an herbalist or a naturopath if you want to check that option out for a young child, or even for a mother that's dealing with that. I would imagine you could just use it directly on the skin if that's where you're treating, but if it's thrush, you could probably on the skin, then you could probably use the calendula salve as well. It has also been noted that it is used and very beneficial when mixed with other herbs to help treat gastrointestinal issues such as ulcers, diarrhea, and indigestion. Again, I would suggest seeing an herbalist or a natural doctor so they could steer in the direction of knowing how to do that. It's wonderful for treating swollen glands and cleansing the lymph system. Now, you could use maybe the salve topically on a gland that is swollen, or there's probably an internal preparation for that as well. And again, that would be something for an herbalist or a natural doctor that has experience knowing how to do that. So we're going to talk about the calendula soap. The calendula soap is used on the epidermal level, which is your skin, and it tones and moisturizes the skin. It softens the skin. It's anti-inflammatory, it's exfoliating, it's moisturizing, and it's antibacterial. This is a fantastic soap. It's great for fighting acne and preventing future breakouts. So when we make this soap, we actually have calendula petals in the bar. The bar has got that ability to exfoliate your skin using a circular motion to lift the dirt and debris and issues out of the pores, and then deposit some of those wonderful benefits of the calendula into the pores to help with that inflammation. You would also be getting the benefits and the pH balancing of the goat milk and the extra moisturization of the honey. That is a nice natural moisturization that doesn't clog your pores. Use the soap against the effects of the sun. If you've been exposed to too much sun, you've been outside too long, or perhaps you're going to the beach, you're going to want to pack your calendula soap and your calendula salve, because after sun exposure, you're going to want to calm that irritating area and bring some soothing, repair, and healing, and help the skin repair itself after all that damage that could have been done. It's wonderful for mosquito bites, burns, and abrasions. Everybody grew up as a kid and mom would come with a washcloth and the soap and scour that abrasion out, and you were crying because it hurt so bad. You can use a calendula soap for that, because you're not just cleansing it, you're adding the wonderful properties of the anti-inflammatory, antiviral, antifungal, antimicrobial, and astringent issues with it. After that, then of course, which brings us into talking about our calendula salve, you would put some calendula salve on that abrasion so that those benefits of the infused calendula into the oil here would be working in that area to keep it clean, to help it heal and repair. And you just use a Band-Aid or a gauze dressing on top of that, and this will help. Now, if you want to see an actual before and after picture of somebody that did use this in that sense, we have one on our website. If you go to our website, www.laurelmountainsoaps.com, under the calendula, there is a review, and it's a hospice nurse that actually used the calendula on one of her patients who fell and had a skin tear. And she has, I put the before and after pictures under there of the skin tears before they were using the calendula. She got her calendula salve, and then the after picture is there. So that is her personal testimony as a nurse and how it worked with one of her patients that had very delicate skin. And it did a wonderful job. So go ahead and check out that review on our website. You use the salve on minor cuts, scrapes, and burns, as well as rashes, bug bites, cradle cap. Any of those kind of things would be a wonderful thing to include the calendula salve in your arsenal. The calendula salve is also wonderful to ease dryness, cracks, and itching of the skin. So if you're somebody that's having issues with your skin due to dry weather or over hand washing, or you just have issues with dry skin, period, calendula salve is a wonderful option for you to have in your arsenal. So that's going to bring us to our diaper balm. This is another wonderful product. We just released this recently, and it is very gentle for a baby's delicate bottom, or even an elderly person that might get bed sores or something like that. You can use this diaper balm. It has got calendula in it. It also is infused with thyme, echinacea, comfrey, chamomile, plantain, and yarrow. And there are two formulas. One has the lavender and tea tree essential oils, but if you don't want to have essential oils, The other option is essential oil free. So it's up to you. It is very, very mild with the essential oils though. They're only in there for a little added boost of fungal and antibacterial effect for the balm. But it's very, very, very good. It also has some non-nano zinc oxide, which is very safe and gentle and healing for the skin as well. So this diaper balm helps to prevent bacterial and fungal infections. It soothes the red, rashed, irritated, and inflamed skin, and it moisturizes the delicate skin. When you're dealing with something like a diaper rash, you want to make sure that the skin is still going to be moisturized. You just don't want it wet. And a lot of people want to use talcum powder, which is not a good thing to have in the air and breathing in. It's not a good thing to have on baby's bottom or around you. But with the diaper balm, you don't have to worry about the talcum powder issue. You can clean baby's bum, put on the diaper balm, and you'll be fine and good to go. So that is what calendula is used for in our products. We've got our soap, we've got our salve, and we've got our diaper balm. I would suggest having all of these things on hand, especially if you're going somewhere for somebody's baby shower, or you're going to visit baby for the first time, you're going to see mom and baby in the hospital. This would be an awesome gift for them because this will be their best friend as baby's growing up. Anybody that has kids is going to appreciate some calendula salve and some calendula soap. Teenagers with acne issues, anybody that's elderly that's having yeast and fungal issues. A lot of times in nursing homes or even at home, they have skin that is just kind of sagging and hanging on itself, and they can get yeast issues in these areas, and their women in the chest area and in the groin area. They can get yeast and fungal infections and issues there. The calendula salve would be a fantastic option for them to get them away from the steroid creams and things like that. So those are ways that I would suggest using these products. These are the things that calendula can do for you and your family. And I hope this helped you understand what calendula really is and how wonderful it is to have in your medicine cabinet for these all-natural ways of really fighting against things that are a real nuisance and hassle and problem sometimes in our lives. Thank you for joining me. I will see you again soon. Have a wonderful day.